Hey, you guys. Um, there's been a lot of, I guess, revelation I've been gaining, and I'm um, trying to do a couple videos today. So I did the Niburu video today, and I told you that a guy was making a YouTube video about it, and Niburu, this red planet, was front and center in the middle of the screen. It had a little bit of detail on it. Kind of looked like the moon, but it wasn't. Kind of. Um, so, and there was 0 likes and 49 thumbs down. So this whole video is going to kind of be about that, and I'm going to include the Phoenix, because there is a correlation with the Bennu and the Osiris. Um, so I'll try to sum it all up and just leave videos below, okay, you guys? So today this morning, before I made the video, I did watch a video, and this guy was showing, he was doing an update on Maria, but he was also showing the red disc um, caption of the sun. And of course, in the middle is the little red, um, the little thing that blocks the sun so that you could be able to see it. And you can see like the corona flares just pop off the side of it. But he was filming to show the meteorites that were coming, passing through the sun, and that little, the thing that blocks the screen so that you can see the sun and take pictures of it. So that was the first thing that caught my attention. I'll leave his video below, and it appears that he has posted a second video. He has been just doing simply updates for the last couple months that I've been following him, but today, of all days, after me having that dream last night, he has been doing Meteor and Meteor activity, and some of it he's caught in his own camera. Okay, you guys? So someone gave me a video with it having to do with the Phoenix rising, Osiris, which means the resurrection or the rebirth, its ties to the Vatican, and of course the Phoenix, it ignites itself, and it has to be burnt to ashes, and then there's a rebirth. So the correlation with that and us about to see Babylon fall, and the New World Order rise. We have to be, the economy has to crash, all that good stuff, and then the AntiChrist will come and in the name of peace and be the answer to everything. And then the new currency, the Phoenix, the Phoenix on the Economist magazine. It sets a date for the year 2018. They didn't mention this in the video, but I found that magazine cover, and I left it in the original Phoenix video. The Lord of Jubilees is the Bennu, and I believe that time period was from December 8th to November 20th. That also was when we had our elections. So it was kind of like their benchmarker, and there's a lot of occultic rituals done. CERN is involved, of course, with trying to open the veil, and this video is chock full. Saturn worship. It talks about the Ben stone, and the pyramid. I believe the Lord was trying to show me that the beast is about to rise. I think I mentioned it, but yeah. So the whole video kind of, oh man, fallen angels. It talks about Harry Potter, the Harry Potter author. Yes, this thing is just chock full of everything. The Vatican, just everything you can imagine of them doing these rituals and planets, and of course NASA, with their Greek mythological names and all that stuff. They're right up in there. So I don't think they're mentioned in this video particularly, but they're in the mix because of the Bennu, and the Osiris satellite, the Bennu stone that they want chasing and spent $800 million on. Okay, you guys, it's a little bit more I can get into, but I have to watch a few more other videos that refer to me. So the Bennu is the Lord of Jubilees to them, and Saturn worship and Jupiter worship um, is mixed in there too. Um, just so much, a lot that I realized that Lord had already been showing me, but he just seemed like almost everything's tied into what I'm about to share. So our Jubilee, the year of Jerusalem will be 50 years old in the fall, and that, I believe, is that date falls on the Day of Atonement, you guys, and the year of the Jubilee, the year of freedom, um, the year of emancipation, uh, the year of the satisfaction of debt. Each person will be returned to their homes or to their each family. Each person will be returned to their family. I saw a notation here on this website that I'm going to leave below. It says the dead in Christ will rise first, then them that are alive and remain shall meet them in the air. It's like a family reunion. um, each person's possessions are fully returned to them, and the Jubilee begins with the trumpet, of course. And we know this website that I'm using below is going to give you the similarities between the year of Jubilee and the rapture verses. Okay, you guys? And just the satisfaction. And Jesus is our propitiation. Okay, you guys? So that 49, I believe the Lord was showing me, because the year of Jubilee begins in the fall, which is year 50. 7 times 7 is 49. And so we go on to Niburu, because Niburu has a lot of many names, and I'm gonna read just a few, and I'll leave the website below. And not only that, it was said to have been, in one article, not on this website, it was said to be seen on September 23rd, and seen, but it'll be passing in the fall of 2017. One website says. So that may be what Scotty Clark's video was about. I don't know. I haven't finished watching it. But I do remember having a vision of a red spot in the sky at that time. Dabu had came out with a story the day after or something, and he was talking about how NASA was covering up the dragon. So if that ties into September 23rd and the other sign in the in the Revelation 12 sign, then it very well could be just popping up on the scene and be front and center, undeniably, just like I saw it in my dream last night. Okay, you guys? It would make sense. And I have to finish watching Scotty Clark's video. I'm almost done. The effects of Niburu coming closer, drawing closer to the earth, extreme heat, deadly UV rays, extreme behavior of the sun. I think I may have mentioned the sun wobbling. Planet X, Niburu News put out a video of showing the sun wobbling a little bit back and forth a few videos ago. The core of the earth heating up, of course, catastrophic earthquakes, Yellowstone. I've been warned about Yellowstone, you guys, even just a few videos ago, of the western hemisphere of the United States and basically signifying earthquake activity. And I believe I didn't even realize it, but I think California had an earthquake or two the same day I did the vision. Flooding of coastal areas, hailstones, hailstorms. You guys, Mexico had an earthquake, volcano, and hailstone all within a week's time, if you remember. And of course, meteor activity. And that, I think that ties into the first video that I saw this morning after waking up and seeing the red and him filming the sun having the color of the red picture to illustrate where the meteors were, and increased meteor activity. So to end this video, like I said, the website that I'm going to use is going to show you the names of different names of Niburu, and also give you some of the scriptures where the destroyer is mentioned. The one that caught my attention, and I just saw it right as I was about to close up the tab, was Jeremiah 51, you guys. I just said that I need to come back because that angelic visitation, I heard Oracle 51. And I just said it's time to revisit it. And I felt like it's time, you guys. So the destroyer is also mentioned. I didn't even realize that when I first did the video. Or the second video, talking about how I was going to do a third video, trying to break it all down. So the destroyer is mentioned in Jeremiah 51. You can't make this stuff up. And I have mentioned Jeremiah 4. It's called the destroyer in the Old Testament, the destroyer in ancient Egyptian writings, wormwood in the book of Revelation, Niburu in the Sumerian and Babylon writings, Nemesis in Greek mythology, Apollyon in Babylonian mythology, Apollo in Greek mythology, Planet X and Planet of the Crossing. Long story short, it's time for us to go home, and the elites know it. The occult, they know it. They've twisted even the term Jubilees and used it for their rituals. But the destroyer will show up. It's time to go. That's all I'm getting from this, you guys. And it's time for judgment. It's time for the start of the tribulation. The Niburu is going to be used in the time of the tribulation. So if it shows up front and center, just like I seen it in my first dream, when I didn't know nothing about no Planet X, it whipped up, eclipsed our sun, and was front and center. And its other little buddies were in front of it. Behind it. Planet X is going to be here. It's time for us to go home. It's time for us to be caught up and raptured. It's time for... it's just time, you guys. That's all I'm getting from this. And I think the Lord is telling me that Niburu is going to be front and center. And according to our Bible and these fools, the beast is rising. The AntiChrist will rise. They're trying to resurrect Osiris. It's just so much, you guys. So I'm going to leave all videos below. But listen, I really believe we're going home. There's so many other things to point me to the year October, the month of October this year. I would have to do a compilation from past dreams and dreams this year, more specifically. So October, the fall, I'm not setting a time, but I'm just saying everything that I've seen. Booths, 2 dreams of booths, and some other things. I just have to do a compilation of it, you guys. So, time to go. Year Jubilee. Okay? I'll leave all video links below.